A warm welcome and greetings to everyone watching this today. I am Nandini, and the title of my talk is Consuming Content Consciously, where I will share my thoughts on social media and consumerism. To begin with, social media has permeated all sectors. It has become a source of misinformation extremely easily, such as misinformation spreading related to vaccines during the coronavirus pandemic. Since everyone can post everything, it has become very difficult to filter out quality content. While defining quality content can be very subjective, we can have a look at the following study. Respondents to a survey in the UK commissioned by Disciple Media, published in the year 2020, said they spent an average of 2 hours and 28 minutes each week scrolling aimlessly through poor quality content. Gen Z are the most fed up, says the Passion Index report, spending 3.5 hours each week looking at poor Instagram and Facebook content. Overall, respondents said they consider less than 50% of social media content to be high quality, and 43% said social media is an unnecessary distraction, with a quarter believing social media in general has a negative effect on society. We have come a long way since then. The pandemic has increased our dependence on technology and has significantly increased the time we spend on social media. Within all sectors, be it beauty, fashion, health, finance, influencers have something to say. The primary problem lies with influencers or content creators not having relevant background and credentials to support what they say. Even those of us who are aware of this inescapable web can get easily roped into perfectly designed and marketed content. Because in the digital world, everything seems to be made for us, considering of course that platforms use manipulative algorithms and addictive designs, it makes it very difficult for one to navigate through it. According to an article by Forbes, most internet users are online for finding information. Just like most people my age, I used to get most of my news updates from social media platforms. However, I realized that many times the internet shows you what you want to see, and learned that it is also a source of fake news. At the same time, I also started feeling the constant need for validation. I felt like I was not doing enough professionally, personally, or not traveling enough, and so on. That's when I started to take breaks from social media and realize these various aspects to it. It is also important to notice that now that we are already in this position where social media has a huge influence on people and actions, we need to understand what habits, choices, and products we are promoting through it. There has been a gradual shift from traditional marketing to digital marketing. Influencer-driven content is driving consumerism, influencing purchase decisions, and there is also a lack of transparency when it comes to products that are being marketed. Influencers many times don't mention what are advertisements and what are their personal opinions. This is creating materialistic ideals for people who do not have the same privilege and opportunities as them. Many of these products are not even needed, and advertisements are planned to create a demand for these products. Taking the examples from beauty, skincare, and fast fashion industries, most skincare products are a scam, says Jules Lipoff, an assistant professor of dermatology at the University of Pennsylvania, in a 2019 article for the Philadelphia Inquirer. The beauty industry plays upon our insecurities, superstitions, and our tendency to enjoy the complicated. Another such example is Shein, the fast fashion brand, which recently invited the influencers on an official brand trip to China to get what it promised would be an inside look on how their garments are designed, manufactured, and shipped. This felt like a way for the brand to clean its image on alleged working conditions and criticism on its contribution to the climate crisis. The influencers' unfiltered positive reports also raise questions about media literacy and the proliferation of unchallenged propaganda on social media, given that younger people increasingly get their news from TikTok as opposed to traditional media outlets. Social media also creates a fear of missing out, or FOMO. Social media platforms are designed to create a fear of missing out on experiences, trends, and products. Seeing others showcase their possessions, experiences, or purchases can make individuals feel left out or inadequate. As a result, they may engage in impulsive buying to keep up with the perceived lifestyle of others. A study was done on the functionalities of social media, and their contribution to FOMO shows that some elements like notifications, tagging, and temporarily available content triggered fear of missing out on impressions, content, information, and so much more. Planned obsolescence. Social media influence combined with consumerism fuels the demand for the latest trends and products. Companies capitalize on this by practicing planned obsolescence, deliberately designing products with shorter lifespans or introducing frequent updates, thereby encouraging consumers to constantly upgrade or replace their possessions. Some examples can be electronic devices with unavailable or expensive replaceable parts, or the constantly changing and short-lived fast fashion trends. This cycle of continuous consumption places a significant strain on finite resources and contributes to environmental degradation. Environmental impact. Consumerism, fueled by social media and influencer culture, has profound environmental consequences. The production, transportation, and disposal of goods requires substantial amounts of energy and resources. Additionally, the demand for fast fashion, electronics, and other disposable products contributes to waste generation and pollution. These factors exacerbate issues such as climate change, deforestation, and resource depletion. In conclusion, the content that we consume requires us to be constantly aware and vigilant of the information that we come across. It challenges our ability to question what we listen or see rather than simply believing in it. We come across a lot of content on social media. Essentially, none of that content is meant for us. It is just directed at us. There needs to be better learning practices when it comes to the use of social media and digital literacy, especially among adolescents and young adults who are new to social media and usually cannot navigate in this space. It also results in increased cases of cyberbullying, depression, and anxiety. On finding relevant solutions to this context, we can make use of digital media to create change and positive impact in the society. For example, social media can penetrate larger audiences and has helped environmentalists in spreading awareness amongst larger audiences. Many change makers are constantly pushing through to make quality content to reach people in order to create an impact. Many young adults are also using social media to be a part of the conversation and be heard. Okay.